Hello. It's been a while. How have you been? Happy Eurovision week if you're watching this during it. Okay. So, I was gonna make more videos, but essentially I have nothing to do, or I thought I didn't until after Eurovision. But something has come to my attention that I should be asking about, which is why did people severely like not believe in Raven or in Slovenia to qualify? I watched many videos of people um predicting, and they always put Slovenia out. I've done a few readings even off camera, and she always seemed like a qualifier. I also predicted in the video where all of them are together that she was gonna qualify. Um and yeah, I don't know, it was interesting. I was confused. Um it kind of made me think that people don't want her to qualify. So I was like, okay, if people don't want her to qualify, then there's no point. Um, but it turns out that people just really started doubting for no reason in a way. Because I don't know, it was so bizarre because they all wanted her to qualify, but they kept saying that she wasn't gonna make it. I was really surprised. Um, and I watched the reactions of people, when Slovenia qualified, and most of them were extremely happy. A few of them were like kind of maybe slightly negatively surprised, especially the ones that didn't wanted to qualify. But like a lot of people just thought she wasn't gonna qualify, but wanted her to. Interesting, right? So what happened here? Our first card I pulled from a Goddess Guidance Oracle deck. And this card is Genevieve. And it says True Love. This card actually is about romantic life. But in this case, it's fascinating. I was reading this and I had like actually two moments when I was pulling these cards of like I just gasped. Okay. So Genevieve is a Celtic triple goddess. She has roots like all the way back in the time before King Arthur. She had a different name. I'm not gonna try to pronounce that. That's too many W's and Y's, and not enough vowels. Anyway, that meant white or white phantom. She was a really strong goddess, and she represented fertility, and also the bridge over which the dead were guided to, I don't even know how to translate this, to the death plane. So essentially, she would help them cross over, is how I understand this. And then interesting part is, I was gonna actually not mention this, because it kind of talks about her life and stuff. That she lived in a time of Avalon. She became Genevieve, before she was something else like White Phantom. And then for him to become king, she had to marry King Arthur. But she was always in love with Lancelot, which is fascinating. Yeah, so nowadays she helps about love relationships and stuff like that. So if you need that sort of help, you can ask Genevieve for the help. Yeah, this is interesting. Okay, I will continue with the second card. So then I got Mirror from the Dragon deck. It's German. First, this one is obviously Slovene. So I pulled this card for oh, by the way, my nails are Eurovision nails. Left hand is supporting Lithuania, and this one, Slovenia. All right. So I pulled this card, the mirror for Poland, trying to predict if they're gonna qualify. Now this is not for Luna. This is for the delegation. Like, look at yourself in the mirror and see what you've done. So yeah, that was definitely a no. The problem with my prediction was that I think I got 6 yes and 2 maybe, and that doesn't really work out too well for the prediction. I also kind of got like weird negative energy, like more like no energy for Ukraine, but like we know Ukraine was gonna make it. So that was interesting. I don't know. Sometimes cards are interesting, or they don't let me see things the way they are. So I was gonna read about it, but like there's 2 pages, and I'm not that good at German, so it's a lot. I was just gonna say, I mean, I'm gonna have to tie this into the rest of the reading, but mirror is, I get like a reflection. You know, people can mirror you, and I think I know how this connects to the rest of the reading, but right now, the mirror can tell you who you are. You know. Like telling people, I wish you get what you deserve can literally mean 2 things. Or like, if you want to be on the opposite spectrums, you can be, oh no, because you're not a good person, or you are a good person and good stuff is going to come to you. So it can be like that. Anyway, next card I pulled was from the Mayan deck. Also German. I pulled Tone 13 Cosmic. Okay, so I don't know if you watched many of the videos, but in Mayan calendar, they had 13 days, 13-day cycles. So a week has 7 days, but they would have 13 days or steps or whatever. So this would be the last one, and we never pulled this card before. And 13 and 1 are really close to each other because, you know, when something ends, something else starts. But the point of this is that something has come to a closure. Something has come full circle. That did not look good. That was really laggy. Yeah, and if you have completed a cycle or a wave, in this case, is represented, you have reaped something. You've reaped what you've sown. Something has come to a conclusion. You can celebrate. It literally says you can celebrate. It's time to celebrate. You've done everything, and now it's time for you to get what you deserve. And once again, I say that. Yeah, it's kind of like that. So yeah, I was shocked at this card. I think when I did her reading, I got like a different number, like 7 or something. Like it's kind of like you're peaking. And this is like completely after. Almost like, I would explain this in like Eurovision terms, is let's say you've either qualified or you've won Eurovision and like a month has passed. I don't know, kind of like that. When like everything like sinks in. Okay, so then I pulled a card from the Tarot of the Divine, and it is this one. I will move myself. I don't know if you know who this is. I actually didn't. I didn't even think about it. Just like, the Emperor, that's such a strong card. Hold my microphone. Okay. King Arthur. A Celtic legend, and it's happening in the UK. The Emperor is the ideal father figure. A warrior and a conqueror, King Arthur rules over his kingdom kingdom and his sometimes unruly knights, with an just a firm with a just and firm hand. He unifies the fractious. I do not know that word. Is this correct? He unifies the fractious, defends the weak, and lends his knowledge and understanding to all his subjects. This word sounds like really old word, or maybe like, I don't know, just not a very common word. The card represents stability, leadership, bravery, bold action, and structure. Like, look at this card. He's so like stern and strong, and like this is exactly the energy of Raiven, is it not? Like, she's not in an armor or anything. That's not even what she's trying to portray, but like that's literally how she is. She's so confident. Like, I'm gonna lead this kingdom, whatever, queendom. And when I did a reading for her on my own, I did get a queen card for her, so yeah. How did I get, like, Guinevere married King Arthur? How does this happen? I didn't even know this. Couldn't even like ask for it. I don't get it. I truly am shocked. What is happening now? Why are we blur fasting? It worked for so long. Okay, then we have one more card from the new Citadel deck. The card in the back looks like this. Isn't that sick? I just move. And the card I actually pulled was the Cartographer. Time for me to go. Bye. All right. So let me just read about it. You know, I like it. I like reading about this because I don't have to translate anything. All right, the Cartographer. Not far from the walls of the citadel, a figure sits on a rocky cliff. No, what am I reading? On a rocky bluff, surveying the land before them. Rocks weigh down the corners of a vellum sheet, and a pen is wet with ink, ready to map the shapes of the mountains. The cartographer doesn't just record the roads; they remember every step they took to get here, even as they look ahead of the excitement of discovering new lands. You currently find yourself at a crossroads, unsure of which direction to take. Something within you is eager for a new journey, but doubts make you hesitate. Which path will lead you where you want to go, and which will lead you to an unexpected destination or astray? When inner conflicts stop you from taking the next step forward, overcome that uncertainty and embody the boldness you need. See, how I understand is, like, I think this card completely explained everything, is that she is incredibly powerful, you know, a witch, as all humans can be. We are all manifestors, and at some point, okay, I don't know if that was because I got a notification, but something happened. So she, I think, has been successfully manifesting her qualification. And then she performed, and people saw her performance, and they were just kind of like, meh. And she was like, okay, I did everything I could, and people don't believe in me. So she started to doubt. And because she's so powerful, everybody else started to doubt as well. Like, she's connected to people. The very first reading I did for her, essentially, which doesn't exist anymore because I did that just basically in January, was that she should be dreaming bigger than she thinks. Like, sky's not the limit type of dream big. And then when the second reading that was gone, so I thought she did it, you know, that message was gone. Yeah, I think it's been good, right? It's been going well. It's been manifested, but then something suddenly changed. Luckily, the momentum was strong enough to overcome it, and it wasn't like the message wasn't completely lost. I don't know. I was kind of expecting maybe like some sort of veil. I don't know, something else, but it feels like there was just like a small catalyst or something that just made her sad, or technically, you know, like I put my heart and soul into this performance and people are judging it. They think it's not good enough. They think it doesn't translate, it's not strong, like it's too light. Also, why does it feel it's too light? It's because, I don't know if you noticed this, but especially in the first half of the first semifinal, all the acts are so dark. They're so dark. Cyprus, such a dark background. It just has like these effects, but it's so dark. Serbia, dark. Lithuania, extremely dark. It doesn't have light. It's just purple and not purple. Red and blue. Yeah. Even Croatia has like this completely dark moment. So no wonder it seems too light, but like that's may still, you know, speak to people. And it's dramatic. I don't know if it would be quite as dramatic without light. The only problem I also noticed after watching the video many times is that people are just looking at her. She is so striking, like King Arthur here, that people just look at her, and then when they see background is like not making her stand out. Like if you look through her, you see water, and it's like, oh, that's beautiful. But you don't look through her; you look at her, and I think that's what people are. What's like confusing people, maybe. But yeah, I think this is a really like a really nice reading. I'm probably missing something. I thought of something as well, but I forgot. For the first card especially. So yeah, I'm gonna read the mirror card as like you get what you sow, you know, reap what you sow. Essentially, if you've been putting out love and compassion, that's what you're gonna get back, you know. I'm not saying that the other, you know, the non-qualifiers didn't put the work in, but you know, someone has to be out, right? It's just how the competition works. Yeah, I do wonder. It's gone. I wanted to say something, but it's gone. Yeah, I'm really like from these two cards. I'm really getting like striking. I don't know if I'm gonna use this as something. Probably not. I don't have the balls to do that. I literally have no balls. So yeah, I think this is just a really strong. It's interesting how she like also represents like by the masculine card. We have feminine and masculine, and she's like both. Like she's not even non-binary, and she can represent both. Like really strong. Like I almost see like a strong masculine energy, like wrapped um in like a feminine or like a female appearance. I this was probably way too long for what it was. All right. I don't know. Have you wondered the same thing? I could also imagine like the song was not actually 10th, as a lot of people have been thinking, like 10, 11. Yeah, I don't know. What do you think? This was probably like the most shock qualifier. Um, for some reason, I don't know. I don't think it should be, but like that's how people turn out made it out to be when they predicted, or like bookies did, with placing her 12th even. Yeah, I was expecting some sort of different message, like this needed to happen so she wouldn't be stressed, or I don't know, just something like that. But no, it's like literally she's just so powerful, and she started to doubt, and then that like showed. It kind of like manifested on her children, on her Veronica's. Anyway, uh, thank you very much for watching. If you want to know something similar, um, let me know. I'm not gonna do any more readings like this. Maybe for the second semifinal. If there's another one that's shocking. But other than that, I guess the next reading would be about the winner. Thanks so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.